Hi guys, welcome to Moonchild's BTS Tarot today. So to continue my BTS personalities series, we're gonna do Jin today. I've already shuffled and spread out the cards. I haven't looked at them yet, so we're gonna do that together. Before I started this, I just want to say that to me, Jin is a very complex person. Like it's not like he's not as simple as he appears to be. And yeah, so we're gonna have a look, and we're gonna have a look at the cards to see what are his personality, like a really deep analysis, his characteristic, and also if there is any like secret that we can unfold. Right, gonna start with this in the middle. Mother Wands, the Fool, right? High Prices. This is also like really strong energy here. Father of Swords, wow. Okay. Right, yeah, so it definitely has a lot of secrets. Openness is my true nature, right? Energy is gaining momentum. Boundaries. Right. Yeah, so right off the bat I can tell that he is a person who has a lot of secrets that he'd like to keep to himself. Like this mother one, like he's really strong, and very like focus minded. Like he's and also like he's very discreet. Like he likes to do his things, not in secret, but like he doesn't want to show everyone what he's doing. Like I remember one time he said that he doesn't want everyone to see his efforts. He just wants people to see the results, like the efforts and the struggle that he has to go through. He doesn't want everyone to know about that. He just wants people to see like what he's achieved and what he chooses to show people. It's like he's keeping this side of him to himself. He doesn't show it to even like close members. I don't think he showed everyone 100% of him. Like there's a lot of secrets that there's a lot of, not like a lot, but there'll be important secrets, and like the most human, or like the most like the rawest emotions and feelings, he would keep that to himself. And yeah, with the Fool card, this is what he portrayed outside for people to see. Like he always acts so lighthearted and always like so goofing around, telling jokes and like try to lighten up the mood. And he's such a mood maker. Like he is the ones that can make people feel really comfortable, and like he can change the atmosphere into something really like light and fun, and he likes to have fun around people. And I don't know if it's his intention or not, but the image that he portrayed for people to see, and like the persona that he makes people to perceive him as is someone who doesn't really care much, who doesn't really think much, someone who is like a child, is carefree, and really doesn't take anything seriously. But that is not what he is. It is just the side that he chooses to show people. Like he wants people to see him as such. It's not everything that he is. Maybe we can say that that is his idol self, the one that the mask that he put on to be an idol. But I feel like sometimes with even with the members or the really close people around him, he tried to show this image as well, because he doesn't want people to think of him as like weak or emotional, or I don't know, he's want people to feel lighthearted and comfortable around him. So he doesn't want like whatever it is that is bothering him, he doesn't want that to affect other people around him. He keeps it to himself. And I remember one time he said in, I think it's in Bon Voyage 3, he said that he makes people happy, like his happiness derives from people's happiness. So like he makes people happy to feel happy. And like after that, I was like, wow, Jin, you're really deep. Because before that, like when I first got into BTS, I was like, this guy is like goofing, fooling around, and like doesn't take anything seriously. He's the oldest. But the more that I get to know them, the more that I realize it's a lot more complex than that, and he's a lot more like well thought and mature than what he shows people. It's like yes, this is this father of sorts. It's like deep down inside, he's this figure. It's like really strong and really disciplined. He has like he put out a lot of rules for himself. Even though he doesn't show it and like he doesn't tell people, he doesn't let people know about that, but he like inside he has this kind of like a like a guidebook that he follows. Like he tells himself that you have to do this, and he will be able to, like whatever goals it is that he set for himself, he would be able to do that. But he's like a really quiet achiever, so he doesn't like people wouldn't notice him until he actually achieved his goal. Like people wouldn't take him for a force to be reckoned with until they're like underneath him, and then they will realize, shit, this guy is such a deal. But I don't think he does, like I don't think he put on this like mask as something like really intentional, or something that has like a back motivation behind it. It happens naturally for them, for someone who's like really complex and someone who wants to make everyone around him happy. And also like with this high bridges, he's very intuitive, very emotional, very sensitive as well. Goes really well with his mother of swords as well. He sees things and he understands things, you cannot keep a secret from him. He knows everything. It's just he would choose not to expose anyone, or he would choose not to, like if you have a secret around him and he knows it, he would never ask about it until you open up to him. So like he probably knows people's secrets a lot, like the people around him. He probably knows everyone's secrets, but he would never use it. Like he would never show us that he know their secret. Like he would just let them be and act normal, and until they come and confess to him, kind of thing. And yeah, this is what I said about like keeping secret to himself and watching people at the same times. And he kind of like got his secret with everything he has. Like he felt like part of him is afraid to be 100% exposed to someone. He'd like to keep this part of himself to himself, and he's comfortable with doing that. He doesn't. I don't know, because sometimes it's feel vulnerable or like risky to let people step into your light completely. That's kind of feeling. So of course I think throughout the years he's been able to share a lot of himself to other people around him, especially the members and especially Namjoon. I feel like because if you watch the video I did about Namjoon's personality, they have something really similar. They both like to keep a lot of secrets to himself, and they both portray some kind of different images outside for people to perceive them as. So I feel like they throughout the years they've been able to like open up to each other a little bit more, and like to connect to each other more and like share more secrets of themselves. But still, there's a lot of things that for them it wouldn't need to be shared, or it wouldn't. I don't know. It's they like to keep it for themselves. Jin likes to keep it for himself, at least for now. And then we've got this, the energy is gaining momentum. When we look at these 4 cards here, and the energy is gaining momentum, I feel like people are starting to realize, like not many people, like these people around him at least, or fans that have been following Jins for a while, starting to realize that he is not the fool that he portrays himself to be. He has a lot more complexity to his personality and his beings than what we used to perceive him as. And also, I feel like he is slowly getting more comfortable with letting this part go. Like, he's getting more comfortable with showing different sides of him rather than this sides of like goofy and dad jokes and carefree spirits. He is okay with being serious and like mature now. Like he's okay to show that to the fan and to the people around him. But still, there's a lot of boundaries. Yeah. Wow. Look at this card is. Doesn't it look like the celebrity, like the life that Jin is living now, and all other people trying to reach to him and trying to like dig into him. Even I feel like if it's like not just the fans but also his friends, his families, the members, they always try to understand him more. But as I said, he has his boundaries. He has his rules and he has his walls that he wouldn't take it down easily. So it is a really long process and tiresome process. And I think only someone who is really sincere and who can understand what he's going through, that would be able to do that. Like he would open up to someone who feels somehow similar to him. Maybe Namjoon, I feel like they understand each other a little bit better than someone else, if I can say that, because they go through the same thing. They have the same thinking process about this whole persona and mask things. But also, we also have this openness is my true nature. So it's as complex as Jin is, and as he has many persona and many masks, but like the full part that he shows is not him. Like it's not it's not unreal. It's real. It's not unauthentic. It is authentic. It is still him. So everything that he has been portraying, everything that he's done or has been doing, is all real. It's all his intentions. It's not fake, or he's not trying to be someone that is not him. It's still him. It's just maybe 60% of him. That is how it's worth. Like like this fox here. So he's okay with this being exposed, but he still keeps something to himself. And that when we talk about openness, like he's willing, he's very open. He's like, when you first see him, he's so open, so friendly, so like you feel like you can get to know him immediately. But then but then it's only so much you can know about him. Like he only let you go into maybe like if his soul has 4 or 5 layers, he only let you into the first 2. And that's like in those first 2 layers, he's very open and he's like, yeah, and that's like very natural as well. I think this like to receive with love and appreciation. I think this is like when we look into these 4 cards, and when I talked about he would be able to easily open up to someone, like to feel easier to open up to someone who has the same feeling with him, and like who, and of course, like when he understands and when he feels that people have the real intention to get to know him, is, because when we keep secrets to ourselves and we feel like we're safe with it, it's kind of like a risky and a scary feeling to share that to other people, because although we trust them, somehow we still fear that they could use that to hurt us, kind of way. So I feel like Jin would feel the same, but when he realized that people want to understand him, not like they don't want to dig the secret out of him and to keep it to themselves. They just want to know him better and just want to make the relationship or the connections go to a higher level. So like with like sincerity and appreciation, I think if Jin understands that, then he would be natural to open up to the person, the people more. But yeah, all in all, as I said, Jin, Kim Seok Jin, he's not a simple person at all, but he's very authentic and he's very real. He can be very kind of blunt as well, so he doesn't filter his words, especially when it comes to jokes and things like that. But yeah, he's a man of intentions and he does everything with a solid purpose. He's also very caring, very affectionate, very intuitive, sensitive, emotional as well. And then I feel like with the solo song that he wrote, Moon, he is already like opening up his emotions and his serious side of persona, and I feel like he's like loosening up his boundaries. Of course, he still has it, but then he's kind of like taking some parts down and let some people in, that kind of thing. Yeah, so I think that's all I have for Jin in terms of his personality, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be doing Yoongi next. Bye.